All right, house is clean and it's time to make dinner. So tonight I'm making what we call Crackslaw in our household. It is egg roll in a bowl, if you've heard of that. We call it Crackslaw. I'm not creative enough to come up with that, but I read it somewhere. It calls for a bag of coleslaw, and then it's super addictive and keeps you coming back for more. So Crackslaw is an appropriate nickname for it. So let me turn around the camera and show you what you need. Okay, so we have a pound of ground beef. Here is a bag of coleslaw. Any coleslaw will do. I have garlic. You need soy sauce. I'm using coconut aminos because I'm gluten-free, but soy sauce. Apple cider vinegar, sriracha, salt and pepper, toasted sesame oil, which is so important. And then to mine, I really love to add onions and mushrooms. I know that's not traditionally in an egg roll, but, well, I think onions probably are, but I don't think mushrooms are. But they're delicious. They bulk it up. They make it healthy. It's good. So I'm going to start preparing this. And then I just started rice in the slow cooker because we love to put this over rice. Okay, ground beef is done. I put it to the side because I'm draining it. So next up, we're going to put this whole bag of coleslaw, and then we're going to add the onions and mushrooms that I chopped up. So let's do the onions and mushrooms first. And now the whole bag, oh, that bag's hot. Woo. Oops. Okay. It's really full right now, but it'll cook down. So we're just gonna mix this up a little bit.
I wish I knew
I will link below a actual egg roll in a bowl recipe, but you really don't need it. You can just kind of eyeball it. So salt and pepper. Apple cider vinegar, which makes sure it's nice and shook up. This, I just do a splash. Coconut aminos or soy sauce, whichever you're using. I will probably add a little bit more of that later. Lots of garlic. I love garlic. And I love these things from Costco. Or Sam's Club has one too. I love this size, but I will say I don't feel like the garlic is nearly as potent as fresh garlic. So I think it requires a lot more. So, and the garlic, you want to put it in kind of towards the end, and so that it's not going to be like directly on the hot heat for very long. It'll be okay in here because it's all mixed in. But garlic burns really fast and really easily, so you got to be careful. Okay, and then in ours, I add a little bit of sriracha. Not a ton. We just like it to have a little bit of a kick. So I'm about to add the ground beef back in here. And then the only other thing I haven't added yet is the toasted sesame oil. I add this at the very end. You don't need a lot, but you want to taste this. And I feel like the longer it cooks in there, it almost cooks out, so you don't taste it as much. That might just be me, but that's been my experience. So let's get this ground beef back in here. Make sure that it gets coated with all this goodness. Oh, it looks and smells so good. The thing about Crackslaw is that it's one of those dishes that is better left over. I think the flavors just mold together better, and it's great fresh, don't get me wrong, but we will have leftovers tomorrow, and tomorrow it will even be better. This is my husband's favorite dish. He loves it. All right, Crackslaw's all done. Let me turn you around and show you what it looks like. Here it is. We put it over rice. You don't even have to, if you're low carb or keto or anything like that, you can definitely eat it just plain, or over cauliflower rice. I went and put some green onions on it because I think it looks nice, and some sesame seeds. That is my husband's favorite dinner. Try it, it's delicious.